morning. It's 12:05. Good afternoon. We went to the vet this morning. Jensen's over there in Levi's lap. He needed his the new flea pill, but he hadn't been to the vet in a while, so he needed to have that little puppy checkup. But he just started again in this past week doing. I knew he needed his pill, but I had to make the appointment. But he had started doing the scratching and biting and all that mess again, and he's just starting to. He does it so aggressively that his hair comes out, and he was just starting to lose a little patch of hair on his tail again, and he's been all healthy and good, and he evidently has a horrible flea allergy, and I do not know what's wrong with these dogs today that they. In the past, I mean, Chia has it. When I changed Jensen's food, even with the flea pill, when I changed his food to that Victor, he got a whole lot better. I mean, I would say 100% better. I've got to get something real quick. Anyway, he had just started to do the chewing again, so there's a fly in here. She gave me his new pill, which I'll give it when we get home. He got his rabies shot, and she gave him an antibiotic and a steroid, not Apoquel. It's a different one. I don't want him started. The less steroid, the better. I told Mom, I said, I do not want to have a dog that has to have steroids constantly, but he shouldn't. With his new flea pill, he should. Now, it's fine if they wanted to give him an antibiotic to help the heal of his new little chew spots, but you can't see them. He's got a little patch of hair gone off his tail, but it's not even hardly noticeable. In fact, you have to notice it when he's in your lap and you see it from a certain angle. Then you can see it's thin there. But when you rub his back there where he'd done all that chewing before, he had just started doing it again. He didn't have any blood before he was doing it until he literally had blood. And it's so weird because there's not a flea on him. I don't get it because they say it's a flea allergy, but there's no flea on him. I don't understand it. Anyway, we got that done. And Humble, which I know some of you aren't even going to be familiar with where I'm at, but from Humble, I took the 99 to Conroe, and in the back seat, and I know that y'all can't see it, I don't think you can, maybe the top edge of it, is a 6 cubby cabinet, and it came with the 6 little baskets she already had in it. They're not my style baskets, but I'll keep them, and I'll keep them put up somewhere in case I need them. They were in gray and black, like more modern. I'm not a modern. You know me, I'm not modern. We'll show y'all everything that I get. Hopefully I'm going to get all that stuff in totes. And I might put little labels on them later, so I'll know what I'm pulling out when I pull out. But, yeah. Alright, I love you guys. I'll see y'all in a little bit. So, I know I don't look 100%. I'm not 100% right now. I had a little stomach bug that I went through all day yesterday, and I'm just starting to feel better today. But I wanted to get this video finished for you guys. So, I love it. It turned out really cute. There's a couple of things that won't stay here when I flip this camera, but for the most part, this is it. Now, hold on. Okay. Am I zoomed in? Oh, yeah. Alright, so 2, 4, 6. This is one cabinet right here. The sixth one. That's the one I picked up. It's in the other video. This poor door looks so disgusting. I've got to get these doors changed. Anyway, then this is the little single one that I bought, or the one little cubby with 2 holes. I just put it together a few minutes ago. And although I didn't talk about it, and the last 2 just sit on top. So this is 10 cubby. Okay, so this one down here is trees. They're little trees. They're all different sizes, but they're trees with these little bottoms. And I'm thinking those would make such cute little, like a, okay. And then here is just greenery picks. That's all this is. And then here is all of the winter picks. Some of this was what I got from out of this stuff, and some is what I had in my other, because you know I had a couple of totes. They're not totes. Where are they? These things. I had a couple of these with stuff in them already. And then this, well, this is more picks, but I think this is all pine. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's just more greenery. Okay, so it's greenery. All right, then we have some random ornaments that you can use for 100 things. And then the ones on bottom are things I already had. They were ornaments for when I would decorate wreaths and stuff. And then here is ribbon and bows. All kinds of ribbon. Most of the ribbon was mine. There was only a couple of ribbon in this one tote that I had. Now, maybe there's more. Jamie maybe have ended up with more in other totes, but what I ended up with here that I didn't even really realize I had here when I was going through the totes, trying to go through the totes at Jamie's, there wasn't very much ribbon that I found. Okay, this is like this, you know, rope, string, popsicle sticks, more. It's all jute rope, you know. Well, this is a bird stick, bird cage stick. Anyway, whatever, it's in there. I don't know why it's in there. These are the stencils I was talking about. Now this up here, I'm going to give these or offer these to Lou, because it's got the black and white buffalo plaid. But the rest of this is like the mossy stuff that you would use for things. Okay, then I ended up with this one wreath, and then this is fall picks. So that's what I put in all of them, and it held them all. There's no more. This would go floor to ceiling. If I got the 4, which would be above this one, it would be just that high. Then I'd put this 2 one that's all by itself on top of that. It would be all the way to the ceiling, or almost to the ceiling. Anyway, it fit perfect on this little wall here, and then back behind thing down there. So when all these totes and stuff come out of here, it'll be like office and I don't know what all I had. It's so much stuff down there. And then this is crap. Anyway, I don't know now. It's looking kind of dark, so I don't know if I'm going to go out there and mow right now or not. I may just try to do some housework, because I didn't do anything yesterday. I've let everything kind of go. And I told him he could have one of these a while ago. I was still trying to sleep here in this couch, and that grocery order came at 7 o'clock this morning. And so I'd come, even though I told you I tried to stay asleep. I tried to sleep here, but the cat kept waking, so I went to my room, but I set my alarm for 7 because it was supposed to be delivered between 7 and 9. So I thought, well, I'll just make sure I'm back in the living room by 7. And sure enough, about 5 after 7, my phone went ding, you know, some kind of a notification. I looked at it, said my driver was 12 minutes away or something. So by 7:30, I had groceries on the porch. Anyway, he went and got one of these, and I heard it open and spew in there. And then he tells me that the floor is sticky. So it's like, do you really get a day off? Nope, I don't think you do. if you're sick, this is how it is, and all you mamas know it. If you got little ones or you got disabled children with disabilities, if you go down, even for a day, things can look like you ain't touched it in a week. And that's how it looks right now in this house. And evidently that's how that kitchen floor feels, according to Levi. So I'm going to go in there and clean that up. All right, I will see you guys later. Love y'all. God bless you. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.